Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on my top 5 favorite foundations for oily skin. So if any of you guys have oily skin, then this video is for you. I can honestly say that I found really awesome and amazing foundations throughout the time, and I'm just so happy I have them in my collection to be able to share them with you guys. So if you guys are interested to see what foundations are perfect for oily skin, then just keep on watching. So in no particular order, the first foundation I have here is a Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I do have mine in the shade 220 Natural Beige. And this is such an amazing drugstore matte foundation that I found at the drugstore, because usually I am picky with drugstore foundations just because sometimes it's hard for me to find a perfect foundation that's just gonna match my needs and I'm actually going to like. So this one is such an awesome foundation. It's really affordable too. I believe it's like $7 to $8. It is so beautiful on the skin. When you first apply it, it does take a little bit to set and to kind of, you know, just dry up, but once it sets, it looks so beautiful. It really does make your skin look matte, and it says here it's more for normal to oily skin, because they did have another one. I think it's the dewy version, and that one is way too like shiny and dewy, and I just didn't like that one. I believe my sister has that one, but she says it's way too dewy for her and she has dry skin. So I decided to give this a try, and I was a little bit, you know, kind of nervous to see if it was actually gonna work, but it really just does such an amazing job at keeping your face matte throughout the day. So I really do love this foundation, especially for the price. Okay, so the second foundation I have here is a little bit more in the middle. It's not that affordable, but it's not super expensive either, and it's the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot All Day Liquid to Powder Foundation. And oh my god, like this foundation is amazing, like super amazing. It's only $19, and I did get mine at Ulta in store, and I just love this foundation like so much. I even got my sister hooked. It is supposed to be more of a liquid foundation, and it's supposed to dry more to a powder finish, which just looks so beautiful. It is gonna keep your face more matte, so you don't really have to like blot or powder up throughout the day. It does come with Shine Block, and it's supposed to be a 12-hour long wear technology and super blur powder foundation. So it's just awesome. And the good thing about this, it comes with a pump. I forgot to mention the Maybelline one doesn't come with a pump, so you have to kind of like pour it out, which kind of sucks, but this one does come with a pump, and I'm in the shade Happy Medium, which fits pretty well. They only have 4 shades, which is the bad thing about this foundation, but if you can find your shade in this and you have oily skin, definitely give this a try. It really does make your face look super flawless, and it just really blurs your imperfections, and it doesn't clog my pores as well. Like that's the thing I like. It doesn't make my skin feel super dry or mask-like. Like I really do love this foundation, and I highly recommend you guys check this out if you guys come across it. And I just feel like it looks beautiful with any skin type. My sister has dry skin and she's loving it. I have oily skin and I'm absolutely obsessed. So this is definitely like a really awesome mattifying foundation that is worth trying. Okay, so moving on to my third favorite foundation. Of course, I feel like every oily skin girl mentions this, and it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. I did mention this in my favorites, so I'm not going to talk too much about it because I feel like I cover like the main points in my favorites video. But I have mine in the shade 2W2 Rattan, and it's such a lovely foundation. The only thing about this foundation though is that it doesn't come with a pump, so you kind of have to pour it out. Again, this foundation doesn't clog my pores. It's a little bit more full coverage than the other two that I've mentioned. This foundation is super full coverage, like super full coverage. So if you're more into the full coverage foundations, you're gonna love this one. If you're more on the natural side, maybe this will be a little bit too much. The first time I tried this out, I think I applied a little bit too much, or I was kind of trying to see if it's buildable, and to be honest, like at least on me, I did not look cakey at all. I love this especially in the summer because you know when you have oily skin, like your face gets oily, you have to be blotting or like touching up throughout the day a lot of times, and sometimes it can be annoying, especially now since it's hot. You know, you're sweating, oils are coming through. It's just gross and not cute at all. So I feel like if I sweat, it's not gonna come off. This seriously does stay in place. So if you have oily skin and you haven't tried it out, please go try it out. This is such a game changer for me. It really is gonna hold on your skin, because sometimes, again, when you have oily skin, foundations just tend to slide off your face or they don't last. But with this one, your foundation is gonna last the whole day. And this foundation, I believe, is around $38 to $40. My next favorite foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Of course, I feel like this is another one of an oily skin girl's favorite, and I have mine in the shade 104 Golden Beige. This one is definitely my go-to. I feel like for every day, this is a foundation I use. I usually go more for my higher end foundations on the weekends, or if I'm gonna go out and I know that I want my foundation to last a whole day. This one is mostly for, you know, just every day for school and stuff, because I just love how it makes my skin look. I love the coverage of this foundation. It says that it's a demi matte finish, it's airlight, and it lasts for 24 hours. I seriously don't know if it lasts 24 hours. Maybe it does, but I personally wouldn't wear my foundation for 24 hours, but it does last a pretty long time from the moment I put it in the morning till the moment I take it off at night, like almost, you know, 10, 11, 12 at night. It really does last. And it says that it's a demi matte, and I do agree with that. And you can get this anywhere too. I got mine at Ulta for like $12.99. The coverage of this is really full coverage. I like it because it's buildable and it doesn't make me look super cakey. It does feel airlight as well. So if you don't want a foundation that's super heavy on your skin, this is really nice and affordable as well. Like I said, this is like my third, fourth bottle, and I'm almost out again, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one, and it is a squeeze too, which is awesome. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this foundation. Definitely one of the best mattifying foundations that I've tried at the drugstore, and it's just my baby. So I really do love this one. And lastly, the last foundation that I really love for oily skin is a Marc Jacobs Remarcable Coverage Foundation, and I do have mine in the shade Bisque Neutral, or 27 Bisque Neutral, and it just looks like this. This is a pretty, like, the most expensive foundation I mentioned here right now in this video, and I love this foundation as well. I feel like I've said that with all of these foundations, but it's true. I mean, I wouldn't be showing them to you guys if I didn't love them. It does come with a little, like, this little applicator. It doesn't come with a pump, which I prefer, you know, pumps, but I mean, the applicator in here is not that bad. And this, I believe, is like $55, so it is more on the pricier side, but I mean, I love it so much. The thing about this foundation though is that you have to apply like a little bit. The instructions, it says that you really only need, you know, a couple dots, but usually when I use this, I apply maybe like 3 to 4 dots, because trust me, this is full coverage. Like, if you apply way too much of this, you are gonna look super cakey. It's not gonna look cute. Even though it is pricey, I feel like it's worth it because you only use such a little amount on your face to just get that really full coverage, because it is super full coverage. And I just love it so much, especially now in the summer. I really want my foundation to stay in place and last the whole day, and this does a great job. Okay guys, so that makes it to the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my top 5 favorite foundations for oily skin. These are definitely my go-tos, my must-haves, the foundations that I just love and that I'm super happy I have in my collection, because they honestly do keep me matte throughout the whole day and I rarely have to touch up. And I did want to give you guys a few options from the drugstore, another option more in the middle, and then more of higher end foundations, just in case you guys were interested. If you guys have any other video requests or have other questions on the foundations that I tried out, or if you guys have any other foundations that you guys recommend if you have oily skin for me to try out, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.